So Jennifer, what were your greatest successes for you personally as a teacher working on this project?
Well, I wouldn't say it wasn't a success, but the best comment that I got was one of the students was like, oh, after my project, he said that I was like a little genius. So he felt like he was like, to hear from someone, because they were really nervous. Once I told them like professionals were coming in, they were like, I do not want to do this project in front of me. And then after they did in front of me, and the teachers and the physical therapists and the athletic trainers were like, I have people who are my clinic who don't write as good as documents. They were like, they felt like empowered. So.
And then thinking back and reflecting, what are two things that you might do differently if you were to do the same project next year?
Maybe make it smaller, because sometimes you have a great project and then you realize, man, I have to grade this. So that's really what probably my thing I would change. But I actually like the project. It's just if I have a bigger class, that could be.
You have some really great tools. I like the rubrics that you made. It's really fantastic. So teachers and guests, are there any inquiry questions that you would like to dig in a little bit with Jennifer as you're thinking of some of your own projects that you'd like to move forward? Clark.
So it's not a question as much as it is. So when I was reading just some, like briefly looking at some of the things you put there, do you know if any of the students are taking this back to their high school campus to share with their science teachers or their English teachers?
So I made them purposely create this as a Google Doc. So they have shown some of their coaches and things that these are some of the workouts that we're doing. But I always give them a little disclaimer. Sometimes when you go and bring things back to coaches and other people, can't present it as a know-it-all, because sometimes they're doing things that really aren't the current practices. So they have shown it to them, but I said show it to them, but don't go in there like I am the authority, because you might be running extra laps and I can't see.
Right.
But they have shown.
English. I think it's just important for them to see that, and I'm thinking from a teacher's perspective, on a comprehensive campus, for them to see that the writing that they're doing and the research, like you're doing MLA stuff, for them to be able to see those kind of things, because it reinforces what we're doing. So it was good. Great. Great job.
Has it inspired any more of the kids to really look at what are the kinds of fields that they can go into in sports medicine? Has it started deeper conversations with yourself or the other students?
Yeah, I would say that along with, so the first semester it's kind of like I laid the foundation. In the second semester we actually got to go to a couple of professional teams' facilities and they got to talk to them as well. So I think that just kind of gives them a little insight of, okay, I've been learning this and now I actually see there's people doing this. And I think that kind of sparks their interest, because they like to see shiny fancy things, and when you show them big buildings with shiny fancy things, they get excited.
Teachers, any questions for Jennifer? So you're thinking about your PBL projects or some of the tools she used of how she came up with those, or have access to those, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, I have to take a closer look at it. Yeah, I have it on my dashboard, but $5. I'll share it with you.
All right, wonderful.